You want to be wrong so bad. You want to be invalidated so bad. You want to be proven that you are worth the abandonment. You want to confirm that you are this horrible person and that woe is life is for you. That's what you want. So you think. But what you truly desire, what you truly want, is to be seen, to be felt, to be understood. And if you are aligned to this video, let me just say, here in this space, you are seen, you are heard, you are felt. I'm here with you. I'm here reflecting you. And as you continue to grow and ascend and become a better version of yourself, I don't even want to say a better version of yourself, but a different frequency version of yourself, you're going to see that sabotaging that we navigate through is a result of us changing the frequency. And so it's still the last bit of static left in our reality. It's the last bit of static. I was like, is that my knee or is that the sun? I'm not ashy, y'all. That's the sun bouncing off of me. But you will see that you are who you are. And I was talking to my sister friend this morning. We went to breakfast and I was like, I am who I am. And when people find out that I am who I am, it's scary for them. It's like, damn, I can't hide. Damn, I can't scam. Damn, I can't play. Damn, I can't get away. Like, I'm literally aligned and in oneness with the divine motherhood. And being aligned and in alignment with the divine mother means that you're going to see all of mother's children and you're going to see all of their ways, including your own. And it's not about chastising anybody, but understanding that we are all who we are. And so, yeah, while people are our reflections, sometimes we are their reflections of, the reflections that we may be experiencing of them are reminders of where we're not going back to, reminders of what we grew from, reminders of who we decided we would no longer be and what we would no longer participate. And so in my breakfast this morning, when I was talking to my sister friend, I told all my friends this. I'm like, if the test came from the universe, if I gotta choose myself or choose a romantic relationship, I'm going to pass that shit. I'm going to pass the test. And the test came and I passed it. And of course, it doesn't mean that you don't feel. It doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. It doesn't mean that you don't have the pains and the tings that come along with choosing yourself, whether that means choosing yourself from a familial relationship like your family, or choosing yourself from a romantic relationship, a friendship, a job, a career. Who are you truly being led to be? How are you showing up in the world? And so for me, it's really just showing up in the world as myself. And so when I asked my sister friend, I said, well, how can I support you? She was like, keep being your authentic self, keep being who you are, keep loving yourself. And that's some real rap. Support does look like just being and existing, because even she shared something with me this morning and I was like, wow. I was like, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for highlighting this win and your financial win. I'm so excited. Like, I'm so fucking excited for my friends, and that should be so real. Like, I get so excited for the people in my circle. I get so excited for their wins. I get so excited for their wealth and their abundance and their love and their magic, because that means I'm in alignment. That means that I am on my frequency. That means it's getting closer. So my one sister friend, or, a woman that I know getting her portion, and then another woman showing me her passive income and living her, I'm like, yes, absolutely. And another thing too is the matrix. This is how funny the matrix is, and it works in so many interesting ways. And so while I transitioned out of corporate, I get a recruiter that reaches out to me for an opportunity, not just back in corporate, but back at the same company that I transitioned out of. And my ego was like, okay, I can do this. This is cool. I can do that. But Spirit's like, no. The trap, I don't want to say the trap or the entrapment, but the way that the that this reality works is that you make a decision, right? And while everything does work out in your favor and it unfolds how it needs to, there will always be an alternative route. There will always be a dangling of a carrot or an instant gratification. It will always be choice. Thank you, Spirit. There will always be choice, and you get to choose if I'm going to go that way or if I'm going to go that way. Am I going to move that way or am I going to move that way? And understanding that with whatever decision that you make, it must be in alignment with what you already decided. Now, is that an easy job? Yes. Am I familiar with the company? Yes. All these other things. But is it in alignment with who I am becoming, and where am I growing to? No. The answer is no. And once the answer is no, there's nothing else for me to talk about. When it comes to us grieving those people, places, things, experiences, and situations, we ask ourselves the root question: is this in alignment with who I am, who I'm becoming, and where I'm growing to? And if the answer is yes, then move forward with it. If the answer is no, then you know that it's an immediate nah. For me, when it comes to people, I find that it's not about people pleasing, but maintaining my name and my brand. And so I've moved a couple of meetings because I'm like, okay, I don't have the capacity, I don't have the energy for this person. Because deep down inside, I seen a post that says science shows that our consciousness living in multiple time what do you say, like time periods, like different, everything is happening all at the same time in essence, right? So they're saying the gut feeling that we feel sometimes is our future self warning us about certain experiences. And so I moved this meeting, but I kept getting the feeling like this person wants to meet with me because they want to know how am I making shit happen. This person wants to meet with me because they want to know how am I winning. This person wants to meet with me because they want to pick my brain. I don't have capacity for that. And so that's on like the more professional side. Then on the personal side, you have the people that's like, oh, well, let's get lunch, or oh, I see you, but they don't like your shit. They don't tap in. They don't engage with you. They're not in alignment with you. And so it looks like a whole bunch of us trying to fit X pegs into O pegs and square pegs into triangle holes and circle. Like, it's just all misalignment. Put the X's where the X's goes, the O's where the O's goes, the I's where the I's go. Dot those I's and cross those T's for your life, your reality, and where you're growing to and who you're becoming. I am learning every single lesson, and because I'm learning every single lesson in life, I realize it is not isolating me, but it is causing me to be, quote unquote, I don't even want to say unrelatable or not. I have to descend to have conversations because it's like people don't believe my rampant recovery. People don't believe how fast I heal, how fast I process. But I'm gonna just say the people that I'm in proximity now. Of course, I have more proximity with you all and social media and that reach there, but you get to be and become. And today was, I'm gonna say last night into today was a challenging moment, a challenging experience, but you get through those moments by taking the action. And sometimes we think that we're not supposed to have certain experiences, but having certain experiences are pertinent to the journey and the experience. You're focused on the outcome, but it's like you missed everything in between your start and your finish. But when you focus on the in between is where everything is. There's nothing at the beginning, and there's nothingness at the end. Everything is in the in between. Everything. There's nothing at birth and there's nothing at death, but there's the everything in between. And so even me making these videos and still showing up, me learning, okay, this platform or that platform, this or that, move to this or move to that. And having that sister friend who's like, she not a gatekeeper. I love that, because we're not, right? We're not gatekeepers. But one thing we have learned is that we're not casting our pearls to swine. We're not casting our pearls to people who aren't in alignment with us. We get to grow, we get to be, we get to become. So I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all immensely. If you haven't already, check out the Rich Life Digital Library, because she told me about that too. So the prices are going up. So if you're on these videos or you watched the previous video and I said what a price is, what a cost is, the answer is absolutely not. My good sis was like, raise your fucking prices. And she's right. I'm like, just giving it away. I'm like, I could just give it away. That's not abundance, right? That's not abundance. But there will come a day where I'm going to keep giving. Like, this is me giving. This is me pouring into y'all. You have the ability. You just have to have the will. You have the ability. You just have to will. You have to will yourself into your next life, into your next reality. I love you, love you, love you. And I'll catch you on the next Rich Life experience.